Lights, camera, action! Welcome to LA, home to the stars, vacation destination for millions, and birthplace of the traffic jam. But seriously, I love it out here. But I think LA has a lot more to offer to people than what they see in the movies. It's the food, the culture, the people. For example, back home in Arizona, I grew up surrounded by a vibrant Latino community. And LA is no exception, with one of the most diverse Spanish-speaking populations in the world.
And where people are in LA is formerly Mexican territory, and it's 70% Latino, even as we speak. So the reality is anyone who entertains notions of feeling comfortable in LA is gonna have to at least consider learning a little smattering of Spanish, because otherwise you're gonna be left out of a whole conversation and dialogue.
I took 4 years of the language in high school, but only to meet the requirement to graduate. And I'll be honest, I was bored. I took it for granted. But when I moved out here and saw the community that surrounded me in this new city, it reminded me of home and how much Spanish I had actually retained. So I started practicing at restaurants, ordering food, chatting with the cooks, then built it from there. But I knew I needed more, so I went back to school.
In my experience, language plays a big role in bringing people together. The more we know about one another and one another's culture, the more we feel the right to come up to one another and say something that will make the other person smile and recognize that we care about them because we took the trouble to learn how to say hi in their language. In a multicultural setting, it's invaluable to be able to go from one neighborhood to another and to have that sense of home, even though it's not necessarily your own home.
It was people like Ricardo who reminded me how important learning a new language actually is, and how many doors it can open for you. It was a city like Los Angeles that reminded me that a city isn't just a collection of buildings and highways, but it's made up of people, all kinds of people. So what are you waiting for? Come to LA and learn a new language. Who knows, you might just surprise yourself with how quickly you pick it up. And with all LA has to offer, it makes a pretty nice classroom, don't you think?